All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Jimmy Jam, and I'm coming to you again. God dropped something in my spirit, and I feel like it is necessary for me to share this with God's people. So I'm going to share this brief message with you. Hopefully this resonates with you. It's something that we've all dealt with at one point in time before, or it may be something that you know someone who may struggle with this or who may deal with this. And so what I want to talk about is servanthood. I have an engagement tonight at 7:30. I play music, and I have an engagement to go play music for the church that I play for. We will be performing at 7:30 at a church that's about 20 minutes away. And I'm just now getting off of work, so I'm about to go change clothes and get ready to go to work. Which brought it to my attention, the Holy Spirit and how it works. God always has a topic for you to talk about. If you're a vessel and God has given you a voice to speak, He will give you what to say. I don't even have to think about what to talk about or what to say to you, to my brothers and sisters. I don't sit here and plan these things. God drops them, and as He drops them, He tells me to speak them. I speak them. I don't hold it. So what I want to talk about is servanthood. What it truly means to be a servant of the Lord and to serve one another, to serve you, and whatever gift that God has given you, for you to use that to serve others. So as we all know, we go to work and we get off work, and some days we're a little bit more exhausted or tired than other days. And sometimes we may not feel like doing certain things. So like on Sundays, maybe we've been singing in the choir for 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, and we want a break. Hey, I'm tired of getting up here every Sunday singing, every single Sunday singing. I'm tired. I understand what that's like. As a musician, I play pretty much every Sunday for whatever church that I'm playing for. I'm there. I'm at the practices when we practice. And, if I'm not there, then I probably have another engagement, or I have something else that's going on where I'm probably still playing music. So I know what that's like to get tired. As a servant of God and as children of God, the way we're supposed to be, God says in His word in Hebrews that He is not unjust, that He remembers what we do and the acts that we do when we're here to serve our sisters and brothers humbly in love. He remembers all of those times to where our body may have gotten tired, but because of His Spirit and because of our willingness to please Him, we pushed on anyway. So I say that to say this with servanthood. When it comes to serving others humbly in love, you have to sacrifice yourself. Plain and simple. I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie. There are other things that I may feel like I want to do in my body. Maybe your body is telling you sometimes like, man, you're tired, go to sleep. You're hungry, you're this and you're that. Maybe your body is telling you to do that. But if the spirit is willing and the flesh is weak, God will give you the strength that you need to carry out His will. Why? Because other people need to see Jesus, and you are that vessel that they need to see Jesus through. God chose you. God chose you for a reason. God knew that you were strong enough to do and use what He's given you to use. So when people need you, you can make that choice to say, you know what, I'm a little tired, but somebody out there needs Jesus. And I'm willing to sacrifice my sleep or my hunger or my thirst for the Lord. Are you willing to sacrifice that for the Lord? Because that's what servanthood is. You got people that come to church, as we all come to church, broken and hurting. Church is like a hospital. You come in, you got doctors, you got your deacons, you got your ministers of music, you got music ministry, you got your ushers. That's all these different ministries, all these different doctors. You got your pastor, of course, your lead doctor. And you're coming in and you're hurting, you're in pain. You're suffering. Or maybe you're bringing someone in. Hey, my friend needs to see a doctor. So if you are the nurse, or if you are the doctor, or if you are the attendant at the front desk, and you're not, and you get tired, how's that going to look on the other people who are coming inside of the hospital? How's it going to look on those people seeing that you're not serving them? You're hurting those people, and those people could miss Jesus because you didn't want to do what God had called you to do. And how would you feel afterwards? How would that make you feel? So when it comes down to servanthood, we have to remember that it's not going to always be peaches and cream. We're not going to always be excited. We're not going to always be amped up. We're not going to always be in the mood. That's not going to always happen, because we will have some pain in our own bodies. You know, we will have some things that we deal with with our own selves, but there's always someone else. If we are willing to sacrifice ourselves and lay down our life for our brethren, to please and to serve our brethren, then God will bless us for that. How will God bless us for that? God's got many ways that he blesses us. God's got numerous ways that he blesses us. Numerous. He could bless us through them. If I play music for you, and you really need to hear from the Lord, and you hear God and his ministry, and as his spirit speaks to you, as I play from the spirit, from my music, I'm serving you. And say you could serve me. Say the blessing for me from the Lord could be through you, and you're an awesome cook, because I like to eat. And say you're an awesome cook, and you cook some wonderful food that just satisfies my soul and heals me. I'm talking about that awesome food that just heals me. Then you've served me. And God blesses that. So I just want to leave you with this. When you think about servanthood and you think about serving the Lord and working for the Lord and doing the work of God, it requires sacrifice. And it requires sacrifice humbly through love. Excuse me. We serve others because we love Jesus. We do what we do, and we speak how we speak, and we live how we live because we serve Jesus. Not because we want to, because our flesh says no. If it wasn't for the Spirit of God, we wouldn't be able to live how we live, and we wouldn't be able to persevere and put ourselves down. If it wasn't for the Spirit of God, we'd be the most prideful people, which we have the most prideful people walking on earth. And we would be so full of pride that we couldn't help anybody. We wouldn't want to help anybody because it'd be all about us. So just think about that. Think about that today. That's the message for today. Servanthood. What does it take to be a servant? Do you have what it takes to be a servant of the Lord? Are you willing to make that sacrifice in your life to serve Jesus and to serve others? To lay down what you think and what you feel and say, you know what? That person out there needs to hear this song. That person out there needs to see me smile. That person out there needs to see my work ethic. That person out there, someone out there, needs to see Jesus. And will you be that vessel? Day in, day out. Regardless, will you make that choice? That's servanthood. This is Jimmy Jam. If you like this video, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I got a whole lot more coming for you. Think about it. Servanthood. Are you really serving the Lord day in and day out? We don't get tired. This lifestyle, you in it for the long haul. You in it until Jesus comes back. Rest if you may. Rest if you need to. But don't quit. Don't give up. Talk to you next time.